century.
You know, there's enough wealth on this planet to satisfy the needs of everyone, but there's not enough wealth in the universe to satisfy the greed of even one.
One of the principles of Parte is that there should be no accumulation of wealth without the permission of society. This very principle goes at the heart of the problem the world today is facing, which is the concentration of wealth, which is the destruction of the environment. It is caused by the very fundamental principle of capitalism, which is that there is freedom of accumulation, unlimited freedom to accumulate wealth. There's another principle of Parte that says that there should be maximum utilization of resources and proper distribution of these resources. We have today a situation in which there is actually enough food on the planet for everyone that lives there, all the people, but because of lack of proper distribution of the food, there is not enough for everyone. That is the problem. It is not because we have too many people or because we don't have enough resources. We do have enough resources, but these resources are not properly distributed.
The context of Parte, the historical context, is a global context, much more than any Indian context. And the global context is that by 1959, the middle of the 20th century when Parte was given, we had already endured on this planet 2 world wars. And people were gearing up for the 3rd World War. There was an expectation of it. The Cold War between Russia and the US was already in play. Communism was viewed as a global menace, and capitalism was beginning. The post-war economic boom or benefits that occurred in capitalist countries had already gone on the wane, and now the gap between the rich and the poor was extending once again. So globally, people were in despair. They were seeking an answer, seeking a solution. There was that type of condition that humanity around the world was, and even today remains, in despair. And I think one of the symbols of that despair is the fact that there's a doomsday clock that gets updated every year and that people keep an eye on, that there's sense that we are self-destructing, whether it's due to environmental causes or economic causes or social causes. There's a sense that we have been for quite some time been heading in the wrong direction. And what is the right direction? You hardly found anyone who had more than an inkling of what we should do, more than an idea about, well, we could do this in this area.
Our human society is to move forward. Movement is the order of life. Movement is the order of society. But common people do not know how to move, what to go, what is the destination. They want guidance.
My guru is in jail because he opposes this whole system, because he speaks his mind, because he's the only one who doesn't kowtow to these politicians and give them blessings and everything. He's the one who stands firm and talks, you know. It's said that even the Prime Minister once wanted to meet him, and he sent back a message that, you know, women are throwing their children in wells because they can't feed them, while certain persons are putting money in Swiss bank accounts.
That Baba never wanted that his spirituality should function in the society as a separate entity. He wanted that the social life the whole social life should be along with it should move along with the spirituality. That's why he gave spiritual philosophy at the same time social philosophy.
I understand.
Because he wanted that there should be a society which has the blending of spirituality and materialism. Because as I told you earlier, that materialism alone is not helpful. It is creating so much problem in the world today. And whatever we see the problem throughout the world is only because of this fact that spirituality has been neglected and only material aspect of life is being taken care of and is being considered as the essential part for the society. That's why the two existing philosophies like capitalism and communism, they grew without spirituality.
But India has so much spirituality, and still we see so much poverty.
Yeah, it's only because spirituality was there, but material aspect was neglected.
I see. The blending wasn't there.
Blending was not there. And it is for the first time that Anandamurti, whose also actual name is Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, he preferred that both these spirituality and material philosophy should be blended, and for that purpose he gave that proud philosophy.
Progressive utilization theory.
Yeah, and he actually wants that the future society of this world should be based on this spiritual material aspect of life, which Baba has given in proud philosophy.
Okay. Just in brief, how will Prout elevate this type of economic condition, people living in mud huts, and bring them into the modern world? How will Prout do that?
The proud philosophy advocates that the economic aspect of life, of the society, should not be in the hands of only few persons. So Baba is in his own economic philosophy, he has said that there should be three aspects of economy. One, to be governed or controlled by the state government. The other, the middle aspect of economy should be controlled by the society, by the social people in the form of cooperative. Even the very big industries will be formed on the basis of cooperative. And that means the cooperation of all the people of the society will be there. They will be the master of the industries or the companies. They will be the master.
And not private ownership.
And not only the few individuals will be the owner.
I understand.
So, with the help of cooperative industry and the state-managed industry and small industry will be given to the individuals. That is what Baba has planned in his proud philosophy. So naturally, when the